Hey everyone, let's take a look what's really going on in the Bitcoin's market right now. All right, I gotta talk about something that's been bugging me. We got companies like MicroStrategies whose stock is up over 3,000% since they started buying Bitcoin, and no one really talking about what that actually means. Like, people are still out here debating if Bitcoin is real. And meanwhile, these guys basically turn a boring software companies into a Bitcoin vault. And guess what? The Wall Street loved it. Then Japan said, hold up, let's try that. Boom! Metaplanet copies the move. Their stock up over 500% in just a matter of weeks. No big press tour, no flashy announcement. Just, yeah, we're holding Bitcoin now. And the markets exploded. You think that would move Bitcoin price, right? Like, actually lift it? But nope. Price just kind of shrugged. And that's the part most people don't get. Because here's what's really happening. They're not buying on Coinbase. They're not using Binance. They're buying OTC, over the counter, quiet deals, private trades. No candles, no charts, no hype. Just huge transfers behind the scenes while everyone else watching the 15-minute RSIs like it means something. I mean, people ask me all the time if Bitcoin's being bought in bulk, millions, even billions dollar worth of Bitcoins assume. Why doesn't the price move? Simple. You don't see it. These aren't trades that happen in public. It's like trying to measure a storm with a coffee thermometer. Look, now you know the big players are buying through over-the-counter desk. Don't get upset about it. Honestly, what they're doing is actually helping us small investors by making adoptions move faster and drying up the available supply. They are intentionally give us a head start. Yeah, no doubt. They're doing it mostly to help themselves. Let's be real. But for you, this is the kinds of behind the scenes info that matters. This is your edge, your weapon. It's simple. Keep stacking Satoshi until you have plenty. Because once these guys finish accumulating what they want, they let the price of Bitcoin rip. And this part is straight out wild. While most people out here are stressing about whether they'll ever own one Bitcoin, stacking $10 at a time, crossing their finger for a price to pump to a $1 million per coin, MicroStrategies has already locked up over 3% of the entire supply. That's not investing, that's claiming territory. That's walking into Bitcoin ecosystem with a flag and saying, this is ours now. Imagine you trying to grab a slice of pizza and one dude already took 3 whole pies off the table. That's what we're dealing with. And they're still stacking OTC in silence while retailers over here panic selling over a $300 dip. MicroStrategies behind the curtain buying Bitcoins by the truckload, and nobody's flinch because it doesn't show on the charts. That should make you pause, because if once companies can quietly corner over 3% of the most scarce assets on earth, what happened when 5 or more do it? Or 50? But as of today, there are over 120 publicly traded companies that have adopted the same Bitcoin treasury, meaning they converted part of the balance sheet into Bitcoin. And this part is wild. Most people are still treating Bitcoin like a lottery ticket. I hope it's pumped. Then I sell it and buy a Lambo. Cool plan. Meanwhile, the people who actually understand it, they're trying to opt out of the broken system. They're not buying Bitcoins because it might go up. They're buying it because everything else is guaranteed to go down. You ever wonder why every time there's bad news in the market, Bitcoin holds, or sometimes even rallies? It's not an accident. It's because the people who gets it already got it. So I'll say it again, just for the folks in the back, Bitcoin is being bought up over the counter in silence. That's why you don't feel the momentum. That's why the charts looks boring. But trust me, behind the scene, it's chaos. In a good way. This is the parts of the cycle where the smart money moves quietly while retail waits for confirmations that never comes. And by the way, if next time someone asks, if all these banker institutions are buying Bitcoin, why hasn't the price gone up? Just lean in and say, because they don't want it to yet. They're buying in silence, OTC, privately stacking the shelves before the world even knows the store is open. And once they're done eating, they'll let the price fly. And here's what gets me fired up. Most of the population still doesn't own a single set, not even a fraction, and they won't until they're forced to, until they're working for it. Because yeah, that's the future. Either you own Bitcoin now or you work for it later. There's no middle path. So if you're watching this and you're stacking even a little, you're ahead, way ahead. You're not buying into hype. You're buying into freedom, into sovereignty, into a system that doesn't bend to the few. So next time someone say, why would a company buy Bitcoin? Just hit them with this. Because it works, because it wins, because it's the only things left that make sense. And if it's worked for MicroStrategies and Metaplanet, maybe it works for you too. The future belongs to those who pay attention early. You are one of them, stacked with purpose. All right, my friends, this is it for now. I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget to hold tight and stack it right. Take care.